What's going on, guys? It's Samus009, time for another episode of The Loading Show. And today we're going to touch on a few different subjects. We're going to talk about my thoughts on a game called Ashen, my thoughts on the Xbox Game Pass, and we're going to give a little Destiny 2 update. So, as many of you have probably already seen by now, there's a game on Xbox Game Pass called Ashen, and it is probably one of the best Souls-like games I've ever played. The combat feels exactly like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. The stamina system is perfect. Just the atmosphere of the game is absolutely incredible. There's no other word to describe it. It's absolutely the best Souls inspired game I've ever played. Better than Lords of the Fallen, that's what it's called. It's fun. The way the characters are modeled is really interesting. None of them have eyes or a mouth. It's just kind of, you may have some facial hair here and there, but it's up to you to really kind of imagine, your character. One of the most unique things that I like about Ashen specifically is the verticality that you can get in exploration. You can actually jump, you know, in a more normal sense. For those of you who have played Dark Souls, you know what a pain it can be to actually like jump. But here in Ashen, it's encouraged to climb up on stuff and jump around and explore. And something else that I found interesting is the world itself changes as you progress through the story. And without getting too much into spoiler territory, I will say that there's a little hub, and through each quest that you get, you can start to see a town develop, and that's just kind of an interesting thing to see as you progress through the game. It's really fun to see this plot of vacant land, and then you build it up into this little town. And you have souls, kind of like in, it's not really Souls exactly, it's this game's version of Souls, and that's how you upgrade your equipment. You don't really upgrade your stats with anything like that. It's more you get your stat stuff through quests. That's it. And it's just overall a really fun game. I wanted to get my thoughts on this out a lot sooner, but we had some holiday stuff come in, as I'm sure everyone can, relate to, or not everyone, but most people can relate to. Speaking of the holidays, I was able to get a PlayStation camera for my PS4 Pro, and so I'm going to be able to do some live streams, so stay tuned for that. I tested it out the other day with some Destiny footage, and so I'm still kind of tinkering with some things here and there, so stay tuned for that. I will try to set up a schedule to where I will stream specific games a couple days a week. It will be a learning experience for everybody, so join me for that ride. Moving on, I want to talk about my thoughts on the Xbox Game Pass. It's really, really, really cool. It's one of the best things I've ever found in gaming, and at $1 for your first month to give it a shot, why not? You get access to plenty of new games, as well as a bunch of old retro games that you don't get that value anywhere else. A new game comes out that's exclusive to Xbox, it's going on Game Pass. So whenever Forza Horizon 4 came out in September, for those people who had Game Pass, they didn't have to pay a full $60 to play it. They got to go ahead and just play it. And it's just a really cool concept. Sony is starting to slowly roll out with some things like that, and I just think it could be the way of the future for gaming. If Sony had a service like this, I would definitely go for it. It's going to allow me to play games like Gears of War, which I've always wanted to play but never had the opportunity to play. And now I could just play it at no extra cost because I got a Game Pass bundle, and it's really awesome. So if you are an Xbox gamer, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You don't really have anything to lose, and it's just about as expensive as it's probably less expensive than your average Netflix account. It's just $9 a month. So it's really kind of a no-brainer if you're a hardcore Xbox gamer. Quickie update for some Destiny news. I did have some guys take me through the raid a few weeks back. Shout out to the guys over at Gold Standard. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. It was pretty fun. A lot of different mechanics going on. Since I was a pretty low light level, they kind of held my hand and carried me throughout the rest of it. So that was kind of nice of them. I did make it up to light level 640. So that is a pretty significant jump from where I was at before. I've done some Black Armory things like that, and I'm still having a really good time with Destiny. Next week, I will be getting to you guys my picks for my personal top 5 games of the year of 2018 and one honorable mention. I'll probably give a light level update, and then I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. And we're going to talk about some Kingdom Hearts hype. So leave a comment down below. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to start a conversation about games. This is one of my absolute biggest passions in the world, and so I just want to hear what you guys have to say. I hope you guys keep playing. May your loading screens be short, and I'll check you guys later. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. But mainly subscribe. There's a link in the bottom over there, probably.